Huepa, papi, mira que papi chulo. Guapito. He got a haircut. He's looking papi chulo now.
So my favorite people, what's up, Roberto?
Hola, my brother. How are you?
Great, man. How you doing?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Tired as a mofo, but I'm amazing.
Yeah.
Went to bed at like 3 o'clock. I got Isabella's time schedule. I'm so out of whack. It's
Yeah, that's no
horrible.
fun.
Uh-uh.
Takes forever to get going again.
Yep. So, but other than that, having a good day. I'm on my way to buy some plants for the customer and finish up the job, the front side anyways today, and put some grass tomorrow. So I see you got your friend, your wife is gonna love the haircut.
Yeah, she already seen it, but she's got some stuff to do. She starts heading back to work here in a few days, so she's got a bunch of stuff to get ready. I had a few things to do. I had to change the brakes. Had a window leak and had to fix that a little bit. Just stuff needs to be done.
Yep. Oh, they that what's they call it, the never-ending checklist or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was the front brakes, ended up being the back brakes, but the back brakes looked all right. Then I had the wife get in the car and hit the brakes, and it was a wheel cylinder.
Well, that's definitely not good.
So I just changed the because the brake pedal was going down, almost to the floor, and it wasn't leaking under the car, so I knew it wasn't a blown line or anything. So
those wheel cylinders leak on the boots. The boots go bad on them, and they usually leak. That's where they usually leak from the seals.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And it's a slow leak, so you won't even know it. You just start getting like squashier brake pedal after over time. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't have brakes.
Right.
Like I used to.
Yep.
I fixed many of those on older cars when I used to work with my buddy as a mechanic.
Yeah, I don't like having a payment. I could get a brand new truck for $600-700 a month, but why?
Yeah.
I got my old trucks paid for. Got an 8-foot bed.
No, it allows you to do what you want to do on your free time, man. Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have to be worrying about, every time a car payment comes up, you got to make sure you get that overtime, or you can't spend the extra 2-3 weeks on vacation a year that you want to do, or trips you want to take. I get it. That's why I'm still driving Old Dirty for 10 years, man.
Yep.
I need a new truck. I really do. Like, honestly, I need a new vehicle, but I'm so hard pressed to pull a trigger for a $700 car payment, or even a new mower for that. Both cost me a car payment. Ouch. He got drugged. Somebody just drugged the side of that car.
Whoops.
Swiss cheese. Not good.
No.
So, but other than having to do other work, everything's good?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind. You can pay somebody $150, or I can do it myself for $300,
Life's experiences, right?
Well, I couldn't find my 1/4-inch wrench. And then there were some other things I couldn't find. I went up to the parts store 3 times. I'm like,
I've been there, done that before. Man. The good thing is I can walk to the parts store.
Yeah, it's like 2 miles from me, so it's not bad.
Get on the bicycle.
Like, geez, OP. I said, I'll probably see you in a minute. So yeah, first time I just went up and bought front brakes because I figured it was front brakes. No, wasn't that.
It's almost like you might as well change all four at the same time. If you're doing the back, you might as well do the front.
The front, I took the tires off and everything. They look good. They're almost brand new. So I just
swap them out for the rear ones. Yeah.
But I did change the back pads. They weren't terrible. It was just the wheel cylinder that was screwing everything up.
Yep.
But I changed both wheel cylinders and both brakes. So, but I learned a few things. So that's good.
Every day we need to learn something, brother. If we're not learning something every day, we're falling behind.
And then I can, you know, if the kids need help with them or something, or somebody needs help with them, then I can help them out.
Well,
First time doing anything, the hardest.
Yeah, like Deez was saying, and everybody was saying on Prepping 101 the other day, these are the skills that, you know, when everything goes crazy or things shut down, these are the skills that people have no idea how to do, you know? Changing something, tire on a vehicle, oil change, you know? That's why I got little man's right behind me. He's working with me today. Just teaching them the skills, man. Skills. You can't get, you know, you can't get that at school. There's no way. I know they have the technical schools, but those are skills that you can't learn. When you learn them from a young age, you never get rid of them, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's good because a lot of people these days don't have those skills. A lot of 20, 25-year-old, 30-year-old kids, they don't know how to frame a hull. They don't know how to do anything.
No,
you know?
I can.
It's crazy.
I can do a construction from the bottom all the way to the top. Thank God. That's my dad used to do construction. We used to do remodeling when I was growing up. I can do pretty good electrical. I can do plumbing, no problem. I do irrigation, so that's no big deal.
Yeah, it's all simple.
Framing, I can do roofing, concrete. I used to do that. Brick masonry, I used to do all that. So I love it, man. So it's just difficult when it's your house. You always want to be a perfectionist, you know. So you don't always get to take the time that you want and get everything done the way you want it done. So I'm guessing Craig's not going to be able to come on today.
He might be on. He might not be on. No big deal.
He had to deal with that installation job. So he was down a guy, so.
It'd probably be good for him to do some work anyway. He's been on here for 2 months nonstop.
Yeah. The more things go back to normal, the harder it is for some of us to be able to get on at the normal time. So,
yeah.
But like the 8 o'clock's going to be real hard for me because, you know, it's East Coast time. He's starting off. Like if it was 7 o'clock, that's perfect for me because I can wake up early, get all my stuff ready and no problem. But by 8 o'clock, I'm usually, you know, out the door and rolling already at a job site. So.
Yeah. See, I don't get home till 8, so that's why we did it.
Yeah.
If you two go on, then you guys can go on at 7, and then I can step out. Or I can just listen to you on the way home.
Right.
When I get home, I can go to bed.
I thought about doing like a maybe 25, 30-minute thing in the morning every now and then. So it's hard to nail everything down because of Isabella situation, the business. I'm still like all over the place schedule wise. I haven't been able to lock down, you know, solid schedule.
Yeah.
Make it more difficult. But the good news is hopefully she'll only be in the hospital bed for the hospital room for another week maybe. Then she'll come back for an outpatient procedure to remove the staples. And then maybe like another week and a half, 2 weeks, then she might be able to come home from there. She was already eating some pollo tropical. She was already eating some Spanish food today. So that makes me excited.
When I meet Trump in South Dakota, I'll put a good word in for Isabella to be one of the top for the med beds.
Yeah, that would be amazing, you know. If that is truly true that we do have that kind of technology and it's been out there for so long, so many people are going to be so upset with, you know,
Yeah, they should be.
Even if you don't forget the med beds, even following the cancer and the HIV and doing the research with like Sherry Tenpenny or Dr. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name.
Judy Mikowitz.
Yeah, she's been there since over 40 years ago. She was
been with
making
Falsey.
this. She was there exposing that stuff,
Yep.
and
Yep.
so it's like,
yeah,
that's why I don't. I think we've seen enough words. We need action. We're at a time where if we don't start seeing things happen in certain areas, people might start taking stuff into their own hands, man.
Could happen.
We don't want that. We really don't.
No,
when the ex-military boys start rolling, God help them, bro. God help them, because they're gonna execute their mission. No.
Yeah.
And they'd have someone like me. They'd have full support, because these people that are abusing these kids and stuff, they get no mercy from me, bro. I got 3 kids. You know, I have been there and helped, you know, bring some people out of that situation when I was a leader in my church when I first started. And you know, that's serious stuff, man. That scars you for a long time. It's hard to get rid of that, man. That goes into your spirit and your soul, and it's just a pain in the booty, man. The devil. I don't even have words for it, man. I don't. So.
Yeah, like what you said. When people find out that loved ones didn't really have to die, there's gonna be a lot of upset people. You know.
Oh yeah.
They die from that C word, and they didn't have to.
Yep.
That's all man-made. That's all man-made. Everything's man-made.
That's what I keep telling my wife, man. And it's like, I'm trying to get that through her brain, is like, sickness and disease comes from the enemy.
Yep.
The enemy puts these stupid thoughts into these people's head that they get all this evil crap going on. And then they go and they create this evil stuff to destroy people. It's like, what are we doing? Why do you want to hurt people? What pleasure do you get out of destroying people's lives? I don't understand it. I get more joy of giving someone, you know, a $5 bill as a tip, or when they bring me a pizza, or a $10 tip, than I ever would trying to tear somebody down. You know, they come, you know, with the diapers on, and at this point, it is what it is. If you want to keep doing it, that's you. You know what I mean? We'll separate ourselves. You know, it's part of life. The smart people separate themselves from the doo-doo heads. What can I say? But
hey, Roberto. Hey, Jeff.
Miss Sherry.
Hello.
Don Sherry, welcome to the show. Welcome
Sherry.
to the.
Yeah,
welcome to the
I
craziness.
thought I was. Yeah, I was just stopping through the Jeff Riddle show. It sounded kind of funny, so I figured I'd stop through, say hi.
Glad to have you.
How you guys doing?
I'm gonna let you take over for about 5 minutes, then I'm gonna come back and take back over. Okay, how's that sound? I gotta buy some plants. I gotta go.
Jeff, when did you start hearing about the med beds? I just think I just learned about those, like, I don't know, maybe a month or 2 ago, when people started talking about them. And that was like the first I've ever heard of that.
I can't remember when I first initially started hearing about them. I can't remember.
I mean, I was like, med bed, what is that? And then, you know, people started talking about it on different channels, and I was like, wow, this sounds very interesting. And I had never heard about it. And especially if people said that they've been around for, you know, a while, but they just, I guess, haven't been using them or whatever. So I don't know. I guess they've been around. Yeah. That would be cool if they really do exist, you know, but I guess we'll wait to find out. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the technology is there, because we really haven't went anywhere in the last. I don't know. some like technology, like phones, stuff like that. Yeah, we've moved up, but like washer and dryer, the vehicle, 100 years we haven't. Nothing's really changed.
That's true.
Medicine, I mean,
Yeah.
somewhat maybe, but I don't know. I think all this was kept from us.
Yeah. And the bad part of it is everything is because of money and power. It's
Yep.
just, that's just so, it's so rude. It's so rude for people to keep these things from us just because they want power and as much money as they could have. You know, like other people say, I would just be happy just to, you know, have my house or what. I don't need millions and millions of dollars to be happy, you know.
Right.
So it just doesn't make sense. It would make sense if we all had maybe $1 million, you know, and then we could all be happy, you know, buy our house, buy a car,
Well,
have something. But
not go to work every day and be a slave. Enjoy your life. Not
yeah,
like I got caught in credit card debt. My own fault, but it's just so hard
me
to get out of
too.
it.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
really can't. I mean,
right.
you make the
But
minimum. It's just,
and you don't learn that. You don't learn that you can't get out of it until it's too late, you know, unless you have somebody that teaches you about it, you know, which I obviously didn't. Yeah, I got into that too. And it's like, it's, you know, by the time you realize, you know, that, yeah, it's very hard to get out of it. It's like too late, too late, unless you win, you know, the lottery or something. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said, I think things are gonna get a lot worse before they get better.
Yeah, well, and we keep saying that, and I actually think we're in that time right now, you know, that it's getting worse. It's to me, it's gotten worse. Look at everything that, you know, this administration has put us through so far. I mean, yeah, it can get worse, but I think us all banding together and just moving through it, you know, this is helping us.
Yeah.
Just your channel, just, you know, us all talking about everything. I think there's a healing to that, you know, just by us even sharing ideas and talking about things. And if these, you know, if you weren't here and if all of our other patriotic friends weren't online, I wouldn't know a lot of the stuff that I know right now about what's going on, you know, especially because we don't hear it on the regular news stations and everything. But yeah, I think that we learn a lot talking to each other. I wish I could go with you guys to the 4th. That's going to be really awesome.
Yeah,
You
we're
guys-
gonna do a bunch of live feeds and all that. So you guys will all be there with us for the most
That's
part.
cool.
But
You guys should have something where you all sign something, whether it's a t-shirt or something, you know, you should all have all your signatures on it to bring it back, you know, and I don't know,
it's a good idea.
something to sing, you know, like how we did in high school.
Yeah.
Everybody sign a t-shirt and then, you know, you have that forever. I think I have mine somewhere,
'Cause
but
I
it's
know,
really small. I would never fit in it now.
yeah, I got that problem too. Every once in a while, my dryer for some reason shrinks all my clothes. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
right.
It's crazy.
And it loses socks too, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then your cupboards lose Tupperware lids or
Yeah,
vice versa.
yeah.
I don't know. Something's going on with that.
Maybe the med bed will fix that too. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's
right,
a
what
good
I
idea
missed?
though. Hey Tara, how you doing? Dave, I know
Oh.
you're driving. How you doing, buddy?
We were given a Spanish class. Roberto. I'm trying to roll my R's. You know, I took Spanish in high school, and my Spanish teacher said that I did very good on rolling my R's, but I don't know how I'm doing it today, but I did do very good in high school.
If you're from the South, you usually do a pretty good job because you the accent.
I'm from the East.
Like the East Coast usually does pretty good.
Yeah.
If you go too far into the country, then they don't roll any letters. Y'all hear my high here? You start sounding like a banjo. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah. Yeah, I had well, actually I was born in PA, and then my mom brought us here in California, went back to PA, and then I came back here in the military. But when I lived here originally, I was in kindergarten, and my stepfather, he had Spanish friend at his job, and he didn't live too far from us in the neighborhood. And so he used to make me cassette tapes. He would do
Cool.
the months of the year, the days and all that. And so I got through one tape, and then my mom split from her husband, and then I never learned anymore. But I was on a roll. I was like, I was really learning, because when you're a kid, you can really absorb all that.
Soak it
Really
up like a
good.
sponge when you're young.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But
why
then
they say that you can do different languages and the kids will take it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
That's
try
why
to
I
get my
wonder.
kids to do Spanish, both English and Spanish at the same time. So I work.
Jeff, do
I
you
try
know
to work
Spanish?
it.
Jeff, do you know Spanish? Any other language?
I barely know English.
Really?
I was gonna
We
My
have
say,
to-
my favorite class was gym and recess.
Right. Yeah. Or no class at all.
Right?
Ah, yeah,
that
gym
was my
class.
dad.
Your dad?
Skip class.
Yeah. I don't even remember gym. What did we do in gym class?
Every
I can't. I can't.
Dodgeball
Yeah, I do remember that.
dodgeball, yeah.
with a real ball.
No, I remember playing hopscotch. I don't even know if they do that anymore when you're young. All those
They-
good
They do.
things.
My girls were doing it.
Yeah. In school though, do they
girl-
still do all that stuff?
I don't know if they were doing it in school, but they did it at home. So
Yeah.
maybe they learned it from like
Somebody,
my
yeah.
niece or something.
And jump rope. Oh my goodness, those things were fun.
Yeah.
The old days, the younger days of getting old. Are you going to work, Roberto, or you're at work?
No, I just picked up the plants. I got to go buy some mulch, and then I get to go back to work. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it time wise, but we'll see.
I'm just off today because Juneteenth day, even though it was Friday, but I had to take today off. So that's
Well,
why
there
I'm
you go.
able to say hi to you guys. So yeah. Pretty soon we're gonna have a holiday every month.
That's crazy.
Of the
They
year.
actually.
Hmm?
Well, I know when the Puerto Ricans say there's a holiday, they usually take from Thanksgiving all the way to like the 6th off. So it's one long vacation.
Yeah.
Seriously, like the government, they don't work half the time from Thanksgiving all the way to freaking Three Kings Day, which is the 6th that they celebrate Three Kings in Puerto Rico. When the Three Kings came to bring presents to Jesus. So
Well, that's
that guy. So we celebrate that more than we do the traditional non-Jesus birthday.
okay. This has got to be Craig. Moose on the loose. Who is
Oh.
that?
Could be Craig, could be Mike, could be Moose on the Loose. I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Come on,
What's up?
Moose. Where you at?
What's
up? We'll find out by listening to the voice.
going
I
on,
know.
man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Is that
is
David?
David.
Yeah, I knew it was David.
David.
Okay. Hey, David.
How y'all doing?
David. Is that how you say it in Spanish? David?
David. ¿Cómo está,
David.
David? It's our
Oh.
brother David.
David is on the loose.
Any new news?
Barely.
I
Yeah.
hear there's a bunch going on in Georgia and Arizona yet.
I haven't heard anything.
There's supposed to be a lawsuit.
Did you guys catch the video of the Falls thing? The lady,
Oops. Oh, no.
all the explosions for like an hour and a half straight.
No.
No.
Yeah, there's a
What was
video
that?
out there. There's a video out there that for an hour and a half, a lady that lives like 5 to 10 minutes from Niagara Falls in Niagara City or whatever the city is,
Oh,
the U.S. coast.
Yeah.
was going off for an hour and a half, and you can hear the explosions. It wasn't fireworks, because you would see it if it was in the sky from her house, and you could hear the explosions, like doom, 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 doom. It was. You gotta watch the video. It would have been smart if she would have like stayed watch longer video, but she only did it for a few minutes. It was on Honestly's Telegram, and I posted it on mine on the Unattainable Truth Telegram channel. So it's out there. I think it was 2 days ago. The
Yeah.
15th, I think it was. Well, that's actually a little bit longer, but I think it was like the 15th. So there was something happening by the border of Canada and U.S. Something happened.
I heard about the one in Florida.
Yeah, I asked my niece on that one about the 3.8 earthquake, and she said she didn't feel anything because she lives next to Disney, and she didn't feel it. So it must have been enough to do whatever it needed to do, but not enough to shake the ground.
Well, it's a populated area right there, so they got to be careful with that.
Well, they
Yeah.
said it was 3 miles deep, so.
So yeah, Disney's they've got thousands of acres thanks to the you know who.
3-letter agency.
Yeah. So, but and then the whole thing with the Puerto Rico with the outages, there was a power company switch. A new company came in, so it could be some shady stuff happening. But in Puerto Rico is like a third world country when it comes to power grid, when it comes to water, when it comes to a lot of the the essentials. So I mean, when we went there a couple years ago, the power went out like 3 or 4 times in a week. Sometimes it'd go out for 2 hours. Sometimes it'd go out for half the day. Sometimes it'd go out for a day. I mean, so you got to be prepared with a generator in Puerto Rico and some extra fuel. It's just the way it is.
I worked in my West down there for 3 months.
All that money that the government has given Puerto Rico, they just put it in their government's pocket. All these people have gotten rich. Bunch of corrupt sons of you know what. If there's a territory that the U.S. owns that's corrupt, Puerto Rico's number one. I promise you. I don't care. Did they think that the corruption here is crazy? No. Go try to do some research in Puerto Rico. Just about there's 78 municipalities, and just about all of them are corrupt. So you're talking about an entire island, and they have a population of almost 4 million. You know, there's a guy that actually does investigative journalism in Puerto Rico, and they call him El León because he goes out and he's actually the one that discovered the water bottles and all the aid in Ponce. So he's exposing all the corruption. That's what we got to do here, man. He's willing. He doesn't have nothing to lose, and he actually switches cars every 2 to 3 months. Oh yeah, he's made a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies.
So you working today, David?
Oh, yeah. Finishing up a lot of loose ends for the next couple of weeks.
What part of Illinois are you from? Or at? What part of Illinois you at?
Where President Grant's home is. Up in that area. It's on the Mississippi, kind of the northwest area. If you go straight across from Chicago, 3.5 hours, that's where I'm at.
Over by Iowa.
Yep, right across the river.
Yep.
You can drive across the bridge to buy gas at 30 cents cheaper than what it is in Illinois.
Right.
Wow.
And you're on the East Coast, Sherry?
That's what I'm doing.
No, I'm in California. Gas is like 4 something. It's making its way almost to 5. I saw $5 on one of the signs, and the most expensive gas where you pay cash or credit. It's getting up there. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad.
It's $3, $3.10 here in Michigan. Florida,
That's what
I think, what, $2.90?
That's what it should be
285.
here. Yeah.
I don't get it because the Sam's right around the corner sells the gas for like 20 cents cheaper than all the other gas stations.
You probably buy it in bulk.
So, yeah, but there's only so many gas stations of Sam's. You know what I mean? It's not like a racetrack where a racetrack's on every corner.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense that they're selling it cheaper than a manufacturer or a corporation that gets it in higher volume.
Did you say Sam's?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Sam's. Sam's is cheaper than everybody. Sam's is even cheaper than the military base. So crazy. They used to be very competitive, Sam's and the installation, but I don't know, over the last year, Sam's has been the cheapest around.
Yeah, we go into the hood, it's 10, 20 cents cheaper, but you could get shot going there, so I'll just pay the money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Roberto. We'll have 4 gas stations, one on each corner, and they're just all different prices. It's so weird. It's like, why are they like that? Like one will be 20 cents more than the other ones, and one will be 10 cents more. It's like crazy.
Yeah, like the Indian stores around here that are independently owned, they usually sell the gas 5-10 cents cheaper, just to get the people in to buy like the drinks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because the racetracks, the Wawas, those are corporations. They don't care.
Yeah.
There's no relationship there. They just want to make the money.
Well, then, and it's always whenever there's a gas station that's near the freeway, then they're higher priced.
Yep, I'm just getting ready to say that, Sherry. Yep.
Yeah.
20 cents higher. Just convenience.
Yes. And how many people will do that? A lot of us, if we have to, it's like
I have to, yeah. I'm like, oh man, I gotta
especially if
get
you
gas.
don't know where, if you don't know where you're at, or
Or you're on your way to work, you don't have time.
or you're driving from California to Texas. And I've done that.
Actually, on the way back from filling up on Saturday, that's exactly what happened. I know not to go to the corner station. I go to one that's about 1.5 miles down the road and get it for 15 cents cheaper.
Yeah.
You're talking about like 2 lights and it's on the left side. It's like $1.99 or $2.99 versus $2.83. That's 16 cents. The good thing is I was driving a little pretty poor 4-cylinder Toyota Corolla with like a 10-gallon gas tank. So I didn't have to spend a lot of money. I think I filled it up with $22, and that was 3/4 of a tank.
I used to have a Honda Civic, and that was great on gas. Now I have an SUV. So
I wouldn't trade my SUV. I can run over the Honda all day long. Push it out of the way if there's an emergency.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely like it pushes you to like buy a small car just to save on fuel. It's like, let's go. It's not cool.
You ever wanted to buy one of those little, really tiny cars? I don't know if anybody has one.
No.
Yeah, those are so small.
I saw someone get hit by one of those. That thing, I don't know how he survived it. The back was like right where his back seat was, or the back part of his seat. I was just like, no, thank you.
Might as well ride just a bicycle or something,
At this point, yeah.
Same kind of protection. David,
Pretty
did
much.
you say you're on your way to work? Where's David? Oh, he's
Muted himself.
muted. He is a muted.
I'm trying to find this thing, Telegram, 107 talks about Charlie Ward. All right, right here. All right, so this is interesting because if you got feelings about Charlie Ward, well, this is interesting. So I caught it last night. So anyone else get the feeling Charlie Ward and others are dangling carrot while they are making money, stringing people along with the RV of currency? Common sense tells me the divine would never withhold info from people that actually need money. He stated he has sent his RV money, but it says WH, I don't know, but maybe who wouldn't, or why he wouldn't, but why wouldn't he just tell us the process so we can all try? Meanwhile, making money of us believing him. It's kind of weird, but anyways, who benefits the most? God and divine are truth-based and not governed or NDA. He always says he's got an NDA. Besides that, nothing to do with simply telling us what he promised us 6 months ago, how to register our currency, because he has made millions as we wait. Divine, question mark? Not sure anymore, but I will pray for his intentions and all those suffering as they wait for all he promises, as long as you are a member. God bless all. So that's a little weird. I don't know who Wano Savin is. I don't know if it's a real channel. I don't know, but it's just another piece of the puzzle.
It could be somebody trying to throw division into the, the thing.
It could be.
Or he could be telling the truth.
Yeah. So it's just
because
another
I've seen some stuff from Charlie Ward talk about that, where he said that he's done that. He's on a show about 2 months ago that he's got his stuff down, and a month from now they're going to be able to do theirs and blase.
Kirsten W. was talking about the RV tier 4, something happening soon or today, or I didn't watch it. It was just in the headline.
I stopped listening to her personally.
Yeah. All right. Now here's my opinion on all those that are way up there. They got a lot of people they're reaching. So
that's the problem.
What a good way to get misinformation out, because no one's going to tell you what's going on. They want misinformation. Oh, look at this date. Look at this date. Look at it, and then nothing happens. I understand it's a war. I understand that, but pretty soon you're gonna have to let us know what's going on, and we're just, like you said, Roberto, we're just gonna start figuring stuff out on our own.
Yep. Yeah. You start taking away fruit from people, bro. When we have hurricanes down here, people go nuts, man.
That's common.
There's no logic. Oh, we should be prepared for a hurricane. We should have maybe an extra week's worth of food, extra batteries, some extra fuel. A hurricane, the damn thing's coming a week in advance.
People just take things for granted, they don't. I mean, I'm sure you have some people that are prepared, but others aren't. They just take things for granted. Think, oh, people will take care of me, just like the government will take care of me.
Yep.
Which is sad.
They expect FEMA to come through and do all the, give them the check for the food that's in the fridge that went lying.
Oh yeah. I was here for the Northridge. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I was here for the Northridge earthquake, and I helped FEMA out. I volunteered to do that. And I was just amazed at the long lines of people that came to, well, I guess I shouldn't have been amazed, but the long lines of people that came to, get get help, for their houses or, all kind of stuff. And I mean, they were long lines, and we were there for a week or two, I think 2 weeks, and we would go in every day, and it was just, I was there helping people just fill out paperwork for them to get aid, and at that time, that was a while ago, and I always used to just think FEMA was just for food and supplies, but no, they were helping out with their houses and everything.
Yep, they shell out that money.
Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, where's all this money coming from?
I got a story. When I have time, I'll tell a story that happened to me when I was in the Panhandle. It's a lengthy story, so I can't share it now. Maybe tomorrow. I'll see if I can make time for it because it's an interesting one. And I don't know why the Lord allowed it to happen, but it was kind of like confirmation of stuff that I had been researching or I've known about, and not good stuff, obviously. But I'll try and if you give me some time tomorrow, and if I can, I want to share it because it was like, they talk about the rods of God. This guy was talking about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an hour long conversation with the guy.
Oh, wow.
So I was just listening more than anything.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, in my spirit, I was like, this guy, something's not right here, but Lord, protect me from whatever is around here. And I just listened. So, and he said he was a lost child. I mean, he was talking about the sacrificing of stuff. But yeah, I'll try and share that tomorrow because it's a crazy testimony that I have from that. So I don't want to do it today. Too late in the game, and I got to still work. So I don't want to waste people's time with that right now. We need positive energy, love,
Yeah.
not hate. We gotta share the love of Jesus.
Yes, that's true. That is very true. Always, Jesus is always here with us. He'll never fail us. Never, ever will he fail us. We just have to trust in him and everything that we do and everywhere we go. He's always there.
Anyone
Always
else
here.
having a lot of weird dreams lately? Not weird dreams, but just dreams.
So
I have, but I can't remember them.
I have. I've been having some very, very vivid ones.
Yeah.
Even my son, he's been dreaming since he was little. He doesn't get them all the time, but when he does, they're pretty vivid and they're shocking. I gave him a journal so he could write stuff down at nighttime. Because of it, because sometimes the dreams are intense. It's the Joel 2:28. I've been talking about that for like a week now. Yeah, right. So it's gonna come to pass, man. When Joel 2:28 comes to pass, it's good times on earth, man.
Yeah, we just gotta get on the other side of this and then get rid of all the evil, one way or another. I'm not living like this for the rest of my life. My life's half over anyway. I sure don't want my kids to live like this and my grandkids.
Nope. No.
So something don't happen. We all need to get together and make something happen.
And the crazy part is, I'm the baby of the family of this family, and I can proudly say that at 37. I'm like the little brother to some of you guys. So
yeah,
it's definitely a journey that needs to hurry up and but at the same time, I think we talked about it. I mean, if the church doesn't do what it needs to do, what do we expect? If God wants a pure bride and he wants us to be ready to rock and roll at any time of the day, and the church isn't ready to receive those that are gonna, come into fruition after all this evil is happening, he might have to delay it. We might have to sit here and suffer for a little bit longer. So I gotta buy some mulch. I'll be right back.
Sometimes I have dreams, but they're very short dreams, Jeff. And I don't know why, because sometimes when I hear, friends tell me their dreams, they're like these long drawn out dreams. I'm like I had a dream maybe 3 weeks ago, and all it was the ground outside was just turned upside down. It was just so weird. Everything, the earth was just upside down. And that was it. And I woke up and I'm like, that was really weird. So, sometimes I think that it may be, something that you've thought about during the day, or something that, maybe you've seen, and then, you have a little dream like that. I don't know if do you have any short dreams, or are yours long?
Mine are somewhat long, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
the other night I had a dream. One of my coworkers shot me in the knee, and some other.
Wow.
Well, it was just happened to be a coworker, but I wasn't at work. I was somewhere else. And then some other one shot me like 7 times or something. People kept trying to kill me all night, so I'm trying to get rid of them. I'm trying to take them out.
Oh
And
my goodness.
then I looked it up. There's many different variations, and you could go a lot of different ways with just that dream there. It says your life, you're worried about your life not being in control or something or whatever. And then last night I had a dream. I can't remember where I was. I had a dream. It was a rhino, a bunch of rhinos, and some black bears, and they were fighting. And the rhinos killed the black bear, and then they kind of buried the black bear was laying on its back, and he had a bunch of little pups or cubs or whatever. I think they're cubs. And the rhinos kind of like packed some dirt on it, and then put all the babies on top of the mama, and then all the rhinos left. So that was a pretty interesting fight.
That's wow.
I got to look that up.
Well, you could get a nickname out of that one.
Yeah.
You got to be glad Craig's not here.
Right.
Well, I was going to ask him if his dreams were about Craig.
Yeah. No, they're not about Craig, but they're that was pretty cool dream. I don't have them. I've been having them a lot more. I used to have them all the time when I was a kid. So I don't know if it's because we've been praying, or I've been praying a lot. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I like dreaming though. It's kind of like I try to manipulate them. Like think, what do they call? What do you call when you can do that? Lucid. Is it a lucid dream? Silent lucidity. Yeah, it's a lucid dream. Lucid, where you can manipulate them. Yeah. I know I'm dreaming, so I try to manipulate the dream.
Oh, wow.
Flying or something like that.
That's pretty cool. No,
Yeah,
I've never done that. I've never had that happen.
Yeah, I have some doozies.
How about you, David? Oh, he's not around. He's muted.
He still hears us though.
You hear us, David. You got a dream?
He probably dreams of Craig all the time. Lucid dreaming. Yes, remote. Yeah.
Lucid. Lucid. Yeah, no, I can't remember the last time I had a pretty long dream. It's just so weird. I just have just these like snapshots, and then that's it. So, and I never look them up. I don't know.
Yeah, you should look them up. Look that one up about the earth being flipped up.
Yeah.
You'll be amazed. They make when I was a kid, I had this real cool book my mom gave me. It was about dreams, and say like you dream about bears, you can look up bears. But there's a lot more than just looking up bears. You got to, where were you at? What were you doing? I mean, it's a whole big scenario.
Yeah.
But you can kind of get the idea, I guess. You can do it on internet. You can look them up.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, because they all mean something.
Yeah. I want to dream about money. That's what I want to dream about.
Yeah. Dream about being on vacation somewhere and not worrying about work. Or not having to go to work.
I mean, I would love to have a really, really good dream. I don't remember any. I mean, just about every dream I think I've had has been just something weird, like can't explain it, but I don't remember if I ever had like a really good dream. So.
Yeah.
I haven't had a dream in a few weeks though. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that means I've been getting some good sleep.
No, I think you only dream when you're in really good sleep.
Oh,
REM
yeah,
sleep.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
you
I've
probably ain't
not
getting
been
good sleep
getting
at all. Maybe it's just coffee I've been drinking. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Dreams. Oh my goodness.
Superfoods saying they're predicting a major flood. I think China just made a warning about a flood, maybe today or yesterday, maybe. I don't think. I think God said He'll never flood the earth again.
Right. Right. That was the
Rainbow.
original purpose of the rainbow, right?
Yep.
And then people have changed it to mean something else.
Right. Yep. That's to remind Himself that He would never flood the earth. Which
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
why
flooding-
He reminding. That's kind of funny to me. Like,
Flooding China-
Remind myself. Well, you don't need reminding.
Ooh. Well, what's funny is flooding China and flooding the world are two different things, brother.
Yeah.
Why? Because China is so, what do you mean?
The evil,
Oh,
judgment comes, it comes on the just and the unjust. That's why people that are just right now, that have a good relationship with God, that are true believers, are in the same situation as the unbelievers. The iniquity, the cup of iniquity has gotten to a point, and I'm not saying it has or hasn't, but the way Scripture talks about it is when iniquity has gotten to a certain point, when the scales are weighed, it doesn't matter if you're righteous or not. If you're in that particular city or if you're in that area, it's going to befall upon you, and that's where we have to have that relationship with God to know where to be. When it comes to location, what to do if we need to be prepared with food, water, et cetera, et cetera. So, because there's lots of underground churches in China,
Yeah.
tons. I mean, lots of believers. You talk about Christianity, and people have gotten hung for just holding a Bible or out hosting a church over there. So.
well, and you heard, I think it was yesterday, there's supposed to be, who brought this up? David Rodriguez, I think, brought up that there's some defector coming out of China. I don't know what he or she is going to be talking about, but that should be interesting.
There was one that came out like whoa. He came out and did an interview with the people. He's like a billionaire, and he left China, took all his money out of China, and he warned about the CCP probably like 5-6 years ago, right before Trump got into office. He did an interview, and then it started going big at the end of Trump's term because people actually were like, "Oh no, this is real." It's like, yeah, I've been saying it for how long? He's been waving the flag for 3 to 4 years, and nobody's listening to him.
Nobody's listening. Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, that's what's happening right now with, I'm in Florida, and I keep saying it. People are still walking around like zombies. Almost none of the stores have signs anymore that require. I actually have a funny one. You know how the banks, you couldn't go in without one before, and they didn't
Yeah.
ask for your ID? Now, if you do wear a mask, they ask for your ID. Like, where's the comment? Like, how stupid do you think we are? But people are that dumb that they don't realize what's going on. You know what I
I've
mean?
noticed that those are the only two places that I've noticed that still require them anymore. Well, other than probably your place of work, is the banks and the restaurants. At least here in Cali, the stores you go in, no, they don't mind, but the restaurants and the banks.
Just stop going to those restaurants. When
Yeah,
they don't have any
exactly.
money, when
Exactly.
they close down, then that's on them.
Yeah.
We have got to band together as
Yeah.
as patriots, and we've got to support patriotic businesses. We've got to support people that are going to have our back when times get rough. I mean, I'm here in this particular area that I'm in, about 3 to 4 businesses that were big shut down. And I'm sure there was a bunch more. I didn't get a chance to. I wish I would have. I wish I would have done more videotaping back in the day when first things started. Because I could have tried to get interviews with people and try to, expose what was going on, even if it would have put a target on my back. I don't care, you know. But we've got to expose the lies for what they are.
I got wife got me good today.
Uh-oh.
This was a while ago. We went into this restaurant. I probably told you guys this story. We go in the restaurant. It's a small restaurant. You walk in.
For sure, buddy.
I take a right. I go to the bathroom. So I'm with my wife and her friend. I immediately go to the bathroom. All three of us don't have masks on. I come back out. This young, maybe 20-year-old girl. Hey, you got to wear a mask. I said, no, I don't. Yeah, you do. I said, no, I don't. And my wife and her friend been sitting there for the whole time I was in the bathroom. She must have walked by him 2 or 3 times, but she wants to yell at me. I said, no, I don't have to. I said, I'm not wearing a mask to walk 10 feet to sit down to take it off. I'm not doing it. Well, you have to. I said, look, it's up to you. What do you want to do? You want me to walk out of here, or do you want to seat me? It's up to you. Well, you got to wear a mask. I said, we'll see you later. I said, matter of fact, I'll never be back here again.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm working on the car, and the wife, they got pizza or stromboli, whatever. She brings pizza home from there. I said, hey, is that twins? She said, yeah. I said, I figured you'd say that. It sounded good. I said, I almost didn't go in and eat none, but I did because I was hungry. But
Yeah.
snuck one in on me on that one.
That's where you say, make me a sandwich.
Man.
She made you a calzone or whatever, stromboli.
Yeah, it was a calzone or I think it was stromboli because it had the red sauce in it, I believe.
Well, calzones have that too. They just have the white. Hey, Sweepy. Ooh, look.
I think one or the other. Calzones don't have the red sauce. Stromboli does, I think, but I could be wrong.
Well, they
Look.
still people around here are still driving by themselves with it on. And it's like, I must have passed by yesterday. I don't know how many people just driving in their car alone and they've got one on. And it's like, you want to ask them why? I don't understand. I just don't understand it. You know?
The only place up here you need to wear it is like at doctor's offices or the hospital, everywhere else.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to wear them there neither. If I go to the doctor's up, which I don't, but if I do go in there, I say, then you need your license revoked. If you want me to wear that, then you don't have a clue what's going on. You don't even need to be practicing anymore. Shame on you.
And unfortunately, me being in the situation that I was in, I mean, I barely wore the mask in anyways. I mean, they would every time they would get, when I'd get a new tag coming in or going out, they'd give me I'd walk to the elevator and then I'd put it in my pocket. I had my my American bandana thingy majiggy, so I'd wear that just to get to the room. But once we were in the room, I never, and I barely wore it. I mean, it's ridiculous. The brainwashing is real, really bad.
It is because it's just amazing to see how many people out there are just still doing it. It's like, man,
Yeah, supposedly 22nd in Michigan, well, June 22nd, tomorrow, they're supposed to lift everything. So we'll see what happens at work when I go back on Thursday night.
Well, it's funny how they do stuff on like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
It's just, they pull a
weird.
number, a date out of the air.
There's got to be something behind that.
I don't know.
It's above my pay grade, and I ain't doing research on that.
We'll see. But what's going to happen is this is the calm before the storm, in my opinion, because people are going to start falling over real soon.
Look at what's going on with the pilots in Great Britain.
Yeah, I wanted to research that. That was very interesting.
It's a good one.
About three of them in midair or something. I heard.
I put it in my community thing. I put that in there, and I didn't even know about it. I put it in there, a poll. if you're getting ready to fly in a plane, should you know that your pilot's had the jab or not? My opinion, yes.
Absolutely.
I don't have to tell you because I'm not, your life's not in my hands. But you got 300 some people on that plane.
Yeah.
And they stroke out and they have a accident.
Yeah.
Then that's a problem.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or a bus driver or ambulance driver or,
Well, look at the video that was actually on the news the other day of a gentleman that was driving his truck. He had just gotten it and he almost killed 2 people because he passed out on his way home. He hit a car, and thank God he hit the car because that alerted the 2 guys that were where the car ran into a boat that they had. They were standing in between the boat and the car, and the boat and the truck. If he didn't hit the car, they would have gotten crushed. They would have probably been quadriplegic or dead. And
they're blaming it on blood clots. Is that what it is? Is it?
I don't know what they're blaming it on, but this was he literally had gotten it within, I think, 30 minutes, and then he left. And within 30 minutes, he said he got tired and he passed out. He doesn't even know what happened. So.
And we don't even know if that's the only thing that's going to happen. The other things can start to happen that we haven't seen yet.
So I think we'll get shut down for the summer, and then flu season, which is lack of vitamin D. Now people are going to get, it's timing, right? They timed this out. They hurried up, pushed it all in the summer, spring, and then so fall, they can say, hey, I told you so. There's another variant out there. Well, no, it's not the variant. It has nothing to do with that. It's all the people getting the jabs that they just hit a button or whatever. I read just the other day, they're all being tracked in real time. Did you guys read that?
The AstraZeneca one.
Yeah, they can be tracked.
Well, all of them that have the mRNA, almost all of them have a chip in them. So
it's crazy.
It's interesting.
We're in troubling times, brothers and sisters. We are in troubling times. And like I always say, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Search for God, man. Search for God.
Hallelujah.
It is not a time to not have Jesus in your life. Because if you ain't got Jesus, bro, you're going to end up a deceived mofo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not worried about getting sick. Just take your vitamin D and your zinc or your magnesium or whatever.
Let's see.
You'll be fine.
I've never worn a mask.
That's good.
So, and I remember I used to go to the gun shows down here. Almost everybody used to wear a mask, and I'd be one of the only ones that didn't wear it. So, it's misinformation. You said it. It's been pushed so long that it's become their truth. It's no longer a maybe. It's officially their truth, and there's nothing we can do to dissuade them. It's gonna have to be some. We can't shove it down their throat. There's no way to do that.
They're so used to it. Yeah, they're so used to it. It's been like a year now, and we're going on the 2nd year. They just make themselves used to it, and they don't want to listen to anything else.
There's nothing we can do except love them, share the gospel with them, and pray for them.
And pray.
Pray that God removes the scales from their eyes. And but the Bible talks about it as well. He talks about hardening their hearts of the wicked. If they want to do evil things, he hardens their heart and he doesn't give them a second opportunity. That's also biblical as well. We've got it. So
yeah,
everyone has a chance. Everyone, if someone says that God hasn't touched everybody, I mean, we have internet, we have phones, we have TV, we have this and that. To say that people haven't heard the gospel, even if it's from someone that is a prosperity gospel guy, I mean, they're still hearing some truth. Maybe not the right truth, but they're still hearing something that could be like a grain of mustard seed into their spirit that can eventually blossom. So
Yeah.
But you know
And
what?
I believe
Roberto?
that God is going to give every single person, every soul a chance. I mean, why would he not give everybody a chance to give their lives to him? You know, that would not be fair, would it? I would think that he would give every single person a chance to hear about him and accept him, you know.
yeah, this is what
Oops. Roberto, you muted yourself. There you go.
Mine's been going off by itself too.
Yeah.
no, that was my wife was calling.
Oh,
Phone
But
call.
on Roberto, on that, there
Yes,
is
sir.
no excuse because you can pick up the Bible and read it yourself.
there you go.
Yep, there is no
So
excuse.
you don't need the internet. You know, you don't need a worship service. Yes, it helps, but you know, pick up the Bible and read by yourself. You know, religion isn't a building. You know, it's in your heart. It's in your soul. You know,
Relationship.
Yep.
I made it real simple yesterday when I was with my daughter and I was talking about Father's Day. It's the same relationship. Oh my goodness.
When I get to, if I ever talk to Trump or one of those big dogs, I'm going to ask him, hey, what are we waiting on? Because we're getting ready to take this over ourselves. So you might want to wrap this up real quick. We're all getting a little sick of this. It's been going on for way too long. You guys wrap this up now.
And
Yeah,
the thing is, it doesn't
feel better telling them.
it doesn't take many of us that make a difference in this country. You know what I mean?
No.
Look how many people are awake now in the United States compared to the people that were awake before Mr. T jumped into office 4 years prior. You know, and my spirit has always said he got well over 100 million votes. I've always said that in my heart.
Yeah.
So I'll say that to the day I die. All the votes that got flipped and stuff, I believe he had well over 100 million. I do.
We all got to get together in our own little areas and go to the school board meetings and go when somebody's acting a fool, your governor, your police chief, school board, whoever, show up and say, no, we're not going to take this anymore. You work for us. Here's what's going to happen. We're not dealing with this no more. That's what got everything got out of whack.
Well, look how many states are going with the open carry now. How many states picked that up just in the last, since the first?
Right. Yep.
Quite a few. So, it's going to happen. And I think if something doesn't happen on the 4th, the people are fixing to take it into their own hands.
Well, like I said, man, I'm going to flat out come out. If I get close to someone, I'll yell it or I'll have to do whatever I have to do. Make a sign, something. Let these guys know we're sick of this bull crap. Fix it here in a hurry or we're going to have to do something. But we're not waiting around no more. We're not going to go in the wintertime because they're going to shut our heat off or whatever. There's already a drought going on. They're already trying to get a shortage of food. Stuff's getting a little out of hand. We all can see where it's going, and I don't like it.
I don't either.
Jeff Riddle for president.
No, I just want to be left alone and go back to a normal life. I don't want to work. I don't want to really. I mean, I don't mind working. I just want to. I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to be a slave to credit cards or my mortgage. That's all illegal stuff. Taxes. That's all illegal. I quit paying taxes a long time ago. I go tax exempt all the time. It's illegal. You're not going to send my money overseas. I'm done with it. You're not doing it no more. You're not representing me. They don't fix the roads here in Michigan. Why am I paying taxes?
Do they ask for your tax ID number?
If everybody did that, guess what? That's how you hurt them. Everyone, see, I don't even know if I can say that on here. I can't tell you guys to do something.
Yeah.
That's just what I do.
Right.
I don't have the authority to come after you. Sorry, David.
Go ahead, David.
Oh, I just said I'm with you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all getting tired of it. We're all getting tired of it, but we're just, trying to stick through it until whatever is supposed to happen happens. And hopefully, like you said, it's by next month, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
we're all getting tired, but
I understand. They don't want, because look, when all this stuff comes out about the kids and about, your loved ones that didn't really have to die, people are going to freak out. They know
Well,
that.
that's one of the bigger, I think one of the biggest shoe drops. And look what's happening, I think, in New York. I think Cuomo's house, there was like 200-300 patriots or more right in front of his house,
So it needs to start happening.
So
Yep.
it talks about it. These people are not going to be able to walk the streets, the ones that are still alive.
Well, that's the thing. There's so many rumors, you don't know which one's true. Everybody says, "Oh, this person's dead, this person's dead," but you see him in a, making a speech and stuff like that. Oh, it's a double or a clone. I don't buy into the clone stuff.
Could be CGI. Could be many different. We've been fooled our whole
Exactly.
life. It's going to be interesting.
It definitely is.
It's a great time to be alive if you're a believer, brother. Because that great awakening, that great revival that God wants to have, that glory that God wants to pour out on all of us, that's going to be a beautiful thing, man.
It's coming.
It's coming, and that's why I keep pushing it back towards God. I know we're all tired of it, but we've got to get closer to God, and we got to get more people closer to Him. We've got to be prepared to be that shoulder that, oh, that bad way. I told you so. So you just didn't want to listen to me. You want to listen to everybody else. And
Jeff,
even us that are awake, there's going to be things that are going to shock us.
yeah.
Nothing's gonna shock me. I'm prepared.
What did you say, Sherry?
No, I was gonna say, were you working out in the yard or something? Your hands are all.
I was working on the car, changing this thing out.
Like, whoa.
Becca said, "Who washed your hands?" I said, "I ain't washed my hands in a year, Becca. That's probably why I'm not sick." Deep in the heart of Texas.
Oh.
Craig's not here, so she wanted me to do it. Yeah, I wash them. I gotta wash them again. And
That's all right. I used to work in the maintenance squadron in the orderly room, and I'd be helping the people with their paperwork, and the guys would come in. Every single one of them, their hands would look just like yours. I'd be like, "What are you guys doing?" Every
Wear
single
some
one of them.
gloves.
They don't wear gloves.
no, I don't wear gloves. I got a name for them, but I'm not going to say that on here. Mittens.
All you gotta do is use Dawn detergent. Washes right out.
Hey, Steve, I decided not to run. I'm not going to run. I made a mistake. I ran my mouth. I'm not going to run. It'd take up too much time. I still have time, but I don't think I'm going to do it. And if I did do it, I'd only do it just to try to expose the evilness. If I do it, because I don't know if I'd win or not, but I'd just like to get on there and talk about, certain things. So I don't know. I ran my mouth too early. So I'm not running. More than likely. Good chance I'm not running for governor.
Oh.
There's a couple clowns running. I don't know. if you go to I forget the guy's name, Alfonso Fagiaggio or something. He's on my Telegram. He said all government's corrupt. So if you really want to help yourself, then just learn the not the laws. I guess it'd be laws, because whatever they're doing is illegal. You know, when you get pulled over, that's illegal.
Yep.
Taxes are illegal. All that stuff's illegal. So it's better just to learn all that. Let them do what they're doing. Because I think all them governments are going to be crashed anyway here in a minute. Hopefully. We're bankrupt, which shouldn't be paying taxes if we're bankrupt. Where's that money going to? You know?
Overseas.
Right? So we'll see.
But you know, once America falls, everybody else falls.
We're the last one. That's why they're pushing us so hard. Europe already fell years ago.
Yep.
Australia. Why do you think back in what was it? It was right before. Remember, Virginia wanted to take everyone's guns. The governor of Virginia.
Back. Yep.
Wonder why he was pushing so hard for that. And then I think a few other states tried doing it, and they were like, "Nah, this ain't really gonna work." So they got to try something else. So they went this route, or they could just poison us. There's a lot of ways they could do it. Water, food. They could, FDA does all the food. They could put the jab in the food.
Well, look at the meats.
Yeah.
Look what they're doing with the meats.
I get all my stuff from the meat market, and I know the cattle that it comes from. So
Yeah.
but you know, look back. Oh, forget when Australia did the buyback, you know, for the guns and stuff.
Yep.
You got people over there saying, "Do not give up your guns." You know, it's because once the, you know, that's why nobody's invaded here.
Go around. Go ahead.
It's too many guns.
Really?
Australia had a buyback?
Yeah.
A lot. Oh yeah, they have no guns. That's why they're like a communist state right now.
Wow.
It's really bad right now.
Yeah, they've had pictures of, you know, like the big dump trucks just full of guns, and they're dumping them on the ground and running them over with, you know, a big old loader and stuff, and then
I'm gonna put one of the cones.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think that could happen here.
Oh no. We'd have a lot of dead people, whether it be patriotic or the other side.
Yeah, there'd be, that would not happen here.
There's a reason why no one wants to invade us.
Exactly. And it, you know, like I said in Liberty Warrior, I says, I mean, a lot of these people need to stop it.
Put the chalk.
Think,
Tire.
if somebody's coming at you, are you going to have the heart to pull that trigger and kill somebody?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, it's yes.
If
I
it's
have
me
3
or
kids.
him, it's going to be him, I hope.
Hey, would you guys all die for your country? This is kind of this. Before you answer this,
Absolutely.
this is a trick question.
As long as it's the right country.
This is a trick question, so be careful how you answer it. Would you, even in chat, would you guys die for your country?
You okay, buddy?
I put it in.
Okay.
Sherry?
Well, Jeff, look at it either way. You're going to die no matter what. So,
What do you
I
think,
prefer-
Sherry? You're ex-military. You should know this, right?
My answer is yes.
Dave?
Stop.
well, yeah, it's a trick question because, you know, if
Am I right?
pretty much if you don't die for your country, well, whoever takes over the country is just going to kill you. So, you know, it's. So,
We're
yes, I
adults.
would. Hello.
Roberto,
He's muted.
I was muted because I was yelling at my son.
would you die for your country?
I do it all day. Only for the right reasons.
No one
The
said no
reason
yet.
I-
Which
This-
I
all
understand.
the reason I say no- The only reason I would know is for the wrong reasons. That's what I enjoy after not
So
because I've been in my spirit immediately. So it got me from going to the military because I wanted to go, and I wanted to be respected. Said no, so he put me in college. If it wasn't for the college, I would have gone to the military. So
you're breaking up a little bit, Roberto.
I'm sorry.
So I
Is
say
that
no.
is that a yes or a no?
He
Is
said
that a
yes.
yes or a no?
I say no, but I'll tell you why here in a minute. Years ago, I was at my uncle's tattoo shop, and this guy walked in. My uncle was in the Army, I was in the Army, and this other guy, I think, was in the Navy. He said he had a CO come up to him and said, hey,
Oh,
private
okay.
or whoever, whatever his rank was, would you die for your country? And of course, the kid or whatever that was in the room with us, me and my uncle, said yes. Well,
If he
CO
wants
smacked
them
him
and
across the
he's
face,
offering it, you can have some.
said no.
Say thank.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was trying to mute Roberto.
Oh, there you
There we
go.
go. And then so the CO smacked him. And he said, no, you will not die for your country. You will make someone else die for their country. So no, I won't die for my country. I'm going to make someone else die for their country.
Absolutely.
So that's how we're going to do that. You won't die for, I'm not going to die for my country. I'll make someone else die for their country. So kind of a trick question. But after he said that, then if somebody, everyone's going to say yes. Everyone's going to say yes. I say no. And they're all going to be looking at me like, oh, you're a traitor or whatever. No.
Oh no, I got something to say about that one. The Bible says, and it's not to refute what you're saying. I agree 100%. I'd prefer someone else die for their country than us. When it's the right cause. But the Bible says, so people don't get it twisted. No greater sacrifice has a man than lay down his own life for another. I think that's in, I want to say it's in Matthew. That could be. So it's like, let's say you're in a bank robbery situation. You're
You're
and
breaking up, Roberto.
Am I?
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty good.
We heard Matthew and then got kind of crappy.
Let me go to the other side of the road. Let's see if it works. Does it sound better now?
Yes,
A
yeah.
little bit.
Okay, I was underneath power lines.
Yeah.
Am
Go
I
ahead.
okay now?
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't want to start talking anything. I don't want to mess up the channel. In the Bible it says greater sacrifice has there's no greater sacrifice for a man than to lay his life down for another. So the example I was giving was, let's say there's a robbery situation with a woman or babies in situation, and you're a concealed carry, and you can defend them. Entry situation is the same as bank robbery. Defending those particular females or other individuals the same way your country.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, still breaking up a little bit, Roberto.
I had a phone call. I'm sorry.
I'll be right back. I got to run the store real quick.
All right, be careful.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just at a little convenience store. Running to get a drink.
Don't pull a muscle or something.
Oh, too late. It's already done.
Am I
Just getting out of the car. I threw my back out.
Oh.
am I okay now?
Say a couple words.
Am I-
You're breaking up. Wherever you're at, it doesn't like you.
So I think, let me see, somebody mentioned something about hand cleaner, has a bunch of bad stuff for it. And then long time ago, when I was a kid, my mom and my aunt used to tan all the time. They'd put like all kinds of stuff on. And then I
Yeah.
think my mom got like melanoma or something. And she's like, oh no, the sun's bad. I'm like, no, Ma, the sun's good. It's all that junk you put on you is bad. So I try not to put like sunscreen on me, all that, because I think that's causes the C word. Sun, I don't think is bad for you. I mean, it's sun. It's good for you. It's the other stuff you put on to block you. It says right in there, some of the ingredients causes C. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think so. Just maybe if you, because I used to tan when I was younger, but I would actually burn first. And that might be a little bit rough on your skin and stuff. But yeah, I agree with, I mean, everything, it seems that they make lotions and everything has chemicals and stuff in it. So any kind of chemical that we put on our bodies can't be good for us, you know? Yeah. And so the sun is good for us. That's where we're supposed to get our vitamin D. I used to tan I used to tan, like I said, and then I stopped. And then that's how, whenever I would get my annual labs done, they would tell me, oh, here, we're going to give you some vitamin D. So I knew it was because I wasn't getting sun, you know, that was the only reason why I needed vitamin D. So I didn't really know about that, the sun and vitamin D, until that happened to me. So yeah, I agree.
What about shampoo?
Yeah, I
Soap?
only buy certain kinds and they're not really shampoo. So yeah, exactly. You want to read all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know, I mean, look, baby food's got heavy metal in it. If you don't know, you don't know.
Well, you know, I always thought, like, whenever I think we're probably all around the same age, or you may be a little bit younger, but it seems like our generations, you know, we're kind of at a certain height, and then the next generations, like, they shot up like 6'5", and it's like, wait, did they put something in their food or what? What's going on? You know, it really makes you think, like, what did there had to have been something that, you know, they did, because you don't just go from 5 foot to 5'9", and then everybody is giants, you know. Doesn't happen just overnight. Something got to be either in the food or something.
Yeah.
That's
What
how
about
I thought
milk?
anyway.
What do you think about milk that you buy at the store?
I don't
Think it's
drink
any
it,
good for
but
you?
I drink almond milk, so I don't think that, you know, I mean, they obviously got to put stuff in it. How does stuff stay for weeks at a time, you know? And yeah.
Well, we used to have a dairy farm, and
Oh, yeah?
since pretty much we sold the farm and everything, I'm pretty much lactose intolerant. I could drink the milk directly from the cow and just, you know, kind of put it in like an ultrasonic thing, and I could drink it that way, but I can't drink the stuff out of the stores.
So did you drink the milk then on your farm?
Yes.
Okay. How did you, I mean, does it only stay like a certain time frame in your fridge? Just curious.
Well, basically we milk twice a day, 5 in the morning and 5 at night. So, you know, you can get a gallon and put it in the fridge every day if you want to. And
Yeah,
so you got it fresh all the time.
that's cool. Yeah, my mom started doing chickens and eggs, but that was after I left. So back in PA, she was getting lots of eggs, so much that she started selling them to I don't know who, but I guess the market. So I didn't get to enjoy that because I wasn't living there at the time, but
Where I
yeah.
live.
What's that, Dave?
I said there's a lot of Amish people around where I live, so I mean I'm about an hour from everything.
Yeah, I just bought some stuff from some Amish people. You got honey, some peanut butter cookies, and the wife got some banana nut bread or something. It was like
Peanut butter
only $7.
cookies.
Go
Peanut
ahead.
butter cookies.
Yeah, I'm fat.
Me
I like
too.
cookies.
I'm 60 years old and oh,
But yeah, it
About
come to
wore
$7.
out.
I gave him 10. I said, "Hey, keep the change." He said, "What?" He said, "Keep the change." I said, "Yeah, keep change." Oh, all right. Thank you.
oh yeah, they're
Good people.
appreciative.
Yeah.
Well, matter of fact, last week, one of them had like a community dinner. You know, they had a hog and everything, and they made everything and invited the community. You know.
That's cool. I like to go talk. I was gonna chit chat with him, but I was already running behind. I slept in. I already had a truck full of wood. I was like, I would think they're for Mr. T, but kind of see where they're at. They
Yeah.
don't watch TV. They're different, you know.
Yeah, these up here don't even use tractors. They still use the horse and plow.
Yeah, they had a horse and buggy backed up there, and they had 2 buggies, look like single horse buggies.
Yeah.
Hey, I call my shopping cart a buggy. I still call that a buggy. And people look at me strange
That's
out
kind
here.
of a southern thing.
A southern thing? I guess it's back east too, because that's where I'm from. You call it a buggy, and yeah.
Yeah.
People
Well,
laugh.
I've lived 20 years in Florida, 20 years in Tennessee, and 20 years in Illinois. So,
Wow. That's a lot of different places.
yep. And, you know, we still got a house in Tennessee. My mom just passed, and I just bought her house up here in Illinois. That's why I'm up here now. It's been in the family for about 160 years. So I couldn't let it go.
No.
So we kind of got a vacation home up here. I got one of my kids lives up here. We got 2 in Tennessee and 1 in Virginia. So
Yeah, we call it a cart, Sherry.
A
Remote
buggy.
cart.
It's a
cart.
buggy. Just like soda is a pop.
Yep. Pop.
I do call soda pop.
Yep.
Just pop.
Down south, you ask for a Coke, they'll bring you a 7-Up or a Pepsi. Like, ask for a Coke. I know.
Yeah.
That's what you get. I'm like, well, I don't want it.
I don't drink a Coke product. Yes, I ask
No,
for a
I
Pepsi
don't
and they bring
anymore.
me a Coke. I
I
get
don't
upset.
anymore. But I used to.
But I'm trying to get away from the Pepsis now too. You know, I mean, health wise, I'm fine. You know, I don't have to worry about anything like that. But just trying to get away from the sugar.
Ever since I started drinking this coffee from Hempworks, I haven't had a pop in probably a month and a half. Don't even have the craving for it anymore. Same
Oh,
with
wow.
Red Bull. It's outstanding.
Wow.
It's good.
That's good.
I
Hey,
don't
if
care.
anybody wants to be a mod, just let me know. I just don't want if someone's on here running their mouth, don't kick them off. Just I just want you guys to be mods so you guys can post your own websites and all that. I don't want no one getting kicked off here. I'll handle them if someone's being rude or bring it to my attention in case I miss it. And then
Right.
we can just deal with them there. I don't want no one kicked off. You know, we'll just address
Right.
it and move on. So
Absolutely.
if you want to be a mod, I'll make everyone a mod, but just try not to kick anyone off. Just put your own, if you got something good, put it on there, your own channel or whatever, you know, just put your own stuff on there. I'm easy going. I don't care too much about stuff.
You want to hear all comments and all opinions.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to hear everybody,
Yeah. Just like Ma on the Liberty Show, I thought that was kind of cool that, Mike went ahead and had a conversation. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to be a mod, just put in chat. You want to be a mod? I'll make you a mod. And I didn't want to do it at first because then
I didn't think you
he'll
did.
kick Tara off, or he'll kick everyone off. Craig will be the only one on chat.
He is a crazy one.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. Mama dropped him on his head too much when he was a kid or something. You know what I'm saying, David?
He drinks too much of that coffee.
That could be it.
But he doesn't even need coffee.
Oh, there's days where he's just so wound up. I mean, it's wow.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him being a kid. Excuse me.
Oh, we've had some conversations that were pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time in South Dakota.
Oh yeah, I wish I could get there, but I just got too much going on here. We just got done working in the library. There's a museum that we got to put some stairs going down into the basement. Just got done with that house and along the river there, and a few other things.
Yeah, I can't go either. I can't go either. I wish I could. Maybe next time, if we're still all together. Maybe next time.
Remote had the great idea is after all this is done, we just all pitch in our money and buy a big old ranch somewhere and all of us move there,
Yeah, Roberto said his phone was dying. That could have been part of the problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Jeff, so you got a haircut.
yeah.
Oh, you hardly have any hair left.
No, it grows so fast, but I could probably get it cut every 2 weeks, but I push it to like 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I told the lady cuts my hair. I said I was just gonna let it grow, look like Albert Einstein or something.
When you were in the military, did you have to get it cut all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just let it grow, and then because people judge you all the time, so I don't care what I look like. It don't matter to me. So I'm just gonna let it grow. Maybe no one will talk to me, or maybe more people will talk to me. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that next time. I'm just gonna let it grow. But I get to a point, I got a colic. So if I get it that's where it was. It was like I either got to let it grow and then it'll fall down and be normal, or just keep it short.
I got 2 of those.
Yeah, this one on this side is not too bad, and then the bald spot back there is slowly going that way. Maybe another 5 years, I won't even have to worry about it.
You look like Mike.
Yeah,
I want to be like Mike.
everyone wants to be like Mike.
Yep.
Talking about that, remember
ahead.
all those old commercials, like the Cheerios commercials?
Give it to Mikey.
Yeah. And then there was one that I really liked that they didn't have it on very long. It was this little kid, I think it was a Cheerios commercial, and he said, "There's holes in the grains." It was so cute. And I'm like, where did that commercial go? Yeah, everybody wants to be like Mike.
It probably didn't get enough views.
Yeah, it was really cool though. Oh well. I don't watch those TV stations anymore anyway. So
I don't even have cable. I just got pretty much the internet, and I just, watch things off the Roku, they have movies and stuff on there. So that's what I watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got rid of cable, I think a year ago or so. I was fed up with paying all that money, and was like, I don't need to be paying this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that reminds me. I got to call. I think Florida every year they raise it. So I got to call them and say, hey, why are you raising it? We've already went through this last year. I'm gonna stop you guys, but we rent the house out, so we gotta. I guess we don't have to have cable, but people like watching, sports or whatever. So, but yeah, they raise it. They just automatically raise it every year.
Every year. So I got tired of that.
Yeah, got a Father's Day card from my daughter and son-in-law. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it to y'all. So
Okay.
there's a little Father's Day. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind
Yeah.
of blurry a little bit, but anyway. So my daughter says, "Thanks for showing me how to stand up for myself and to be super funny. I appreciate you and all the great things you do. Miss you." And then from my son-in-law says, "Thanks for making me uncomfortable and accepting me. You are one of a kind. You're a one of a kind man, and I'm proud to call you pops. Keep moving the line forward. Miss you."
Awesome.
So, and the weird thing is, I haven't really made him uncomfortable yet. That's the weird thing.
Whoa.
He's in it for a big. He's gonna be really.
Wait, how old is he? How old?
He's I want to say he's 28, which is
Oh,
getting kind of old.
that's cool though.
I think he's 20.
That's cool.
I think my daughter's 27. Yeah, he's 28. Yeah.
What? You had him when you were like 13 or something?
Yeah, I was young. Yeah. I'm 20 years older than my daughter, and then my ex is 20 years older than my son.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. That's always nice to get a card, isn't it? No matter what's written, but those are nice words. So
yeah, I don't need anything. If I want something, I go buy it. So
yeah.
the cards
Yeah.
are really good, and she's always
Yeah.
great about my son. He's like me, and he don't really send stuff out, but that's all right. Just a text or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the thought that they're thinking of you is great, That's awesome. That's awesome.
Son-in-law follows me every once in a while on here. He posted something a few shows ago, so hopefully he'll go back and listen. I'm sure he will. Hey, Shep. Yep.
Yep, just got me some deer jerky and sausage.
Well, you almost hit a deer?
No, I got some at the meat market.
Oh, I thought you almost hit a deer. It'd be the same way. You just have to do a little more work.
Well, I got a 10-point buck and a 12-point buck all within a week.
Wow.
Car?
Yes, sir. 2 of them.
Yeah.
My 72 Blazer, and I had an 89 S10 Blazer. On the 72, it just bent the bumper a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now it's at
Jeez.
70 miles an hour.
Yeah, I hit a deer in my 05 Dodge Ram. And I was probably doing maybe 60, 65 at the time I hit him. Bent the whole fender in, caved the whole bumper in, all kinds of stuff. It was a big deer. But yeah, there was a big median in the middle of the road. And he went that way. He couldn't get over the median, so he turned around. I seen him at the last second. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna keep on going. Hopefully I miss him. Well, he was trying, how they do they can't really get no traction. Well, he got some traction, and I just smoked him. I see him doing cartwheels right by my window. I'm like, oh man. Yeah. Then I watched my temp gauge, and it never went up. So I'm like, cool. Didn't get to the radiator, so I just went to the junkyard, got me an old fender, tried straightening things out as much as I could, and
Yeah.
still runs. I just leave it up north.
Drive it till it's dead.
Yeah, it's got almost 300,000 on it. bought, paid for. It's got the 8-foot bed, which I love. Can hardly find those 8-foot beds anymore.
I
Well,
got
like the 8-foot beds.
an 2001 Dodge Ram 3/4 ton single cab 8-foot bed, and then I have a 2002 Dodge Dakota quad cab. Both
Yeah.
on 4-wheel drives.
Yeah, I got 2-wheel drive. I got to get a 4-wheel drive. I just don't want to pay the money for. I'm not going to get a new truck because they're anywhere from 40 to 90 grand. You can buy another house for that. You know, I
Right.
ain't doing that. I'll buy one maybe 5 years old for 20 grand or something.
Well, right now, since they can't get all the electronics for the new ones, the used car prices are jumping way high.
Yeah, we're still running. And I build the Ram 1500. We're still going, but I think everyone else is shut down because that's the #1 truck in the world. So they're just keeping us working. They're just keeping us making the truck. So
Which
I
one
don't
is the number one? Which one's the number one?
Dodge Ram 1500.
Oh yeah.
Keep
I
on
love
keeping
those.
on.
Then they got the TRX. They just come out with that. That's like, well, in my opinion, a lot better than the Ford Raptor.
Oh, absolutely.
It's got the Hellcat in it. It's nice.
Well, I've been Mopar since 1979, so
Yeah, my dad worked for Buick right here in Flint, Michigan. And every GM car I had, the head gasket goes on it. Well, not everyone, but mostly everyone. Head gasket goes on it. 3.1, 3.6. Just junk, in my opinion.
yeah, 3.1s are real bad.
Yeah, junk. I got a Chevy Malibu, but it's got the 2.2 in it. That seems to be all right. It's just back and forth because I get like 31 miles a gallon in it.
Can't beat that.
And my bike gets a little bit better, but man, there's been 2 fatal. I know there was 1 fatal wreck yesterday, and then there was a head-on last night with a bike. So I really don't want to ride it. I might even sell it. I mean, that's how crazy it is. It's like every day there's multiple bike wrecks. You got people stroking out after taking that jab, and I really don't want nothing to do with that. I mean, it's bad enough in a vehicle.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I was just down the road. You got 1 lane to go straight, which I was in the straight lane because I was going straight. And then 2 people were in the turn lane, and they both just cut me right off and just kept going straight. And then there's a cop sitting back there, and I'm looking at them. I look back at the cop. Like, come on. Trying to kill me.
I had a bad accident when I was 16 years old, almost killed me. And pretty much blew my knee out, shattered my wrist, my elbow, my shoulder. And right now, the thing that's getting me is all the arthritis in it is real bad. I mean, I can feel the rain coming 3 days out. So
You gotta get down to Arizona, Dave.
it's too hot.
It's dry. It's dry heat though.
Yeah. My nephew's buying a house down there.
Yeah. Florida's wet.
He's trying to get back with the Arizona football team down there.
Well, hopefully he does.
Yeah.
Go down there for wintertime.
Yep. He's already said he's buying a house for everybody to come vacation to.
There you go. Yeah, Remote says the only good Chevy engine was the 350. When I was in Kuwait, they liked that engine so much because it was the only engine that would put up with all the dirt, the wind, or, all the sand. So they love the Chevy 350 over there. 3.8 was a good Chevy motor too. 3800.
Yeah. I like the 454s.
Yeah.
And the 540s. Just about everything I ever owned was a big block. But I used it for work too,
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah,
You
I'm gonna
too.
wrap it up too. We've already been on here a long time, but I don't have
Yeah.
to work, so
That's why.
it's all right. Yeah.
Well, hopefully see you at 7.
Yeah, it'd be me and
yeah.
Mike on at 7.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna have an interview, huh?
Yeah,
We're
talk about the good old times back when we first started.
Nice.
Should be a
Okay.
good time.
Yep, I seen
right.
both y'all's first video. I think I was the second one that came in when your first video, Jeff.
Yeah,
I think Craig was the first and I was the second.
yeah. I was a little nervous.
Yeah. I told you you'd get over it.
Yeah. Yeah, now I don't even really sweat it too much, but
Once you start thinking that you're just talking to a computer versus thousands of people, it's okay.
yeah,
But
it helps when you guys are on because it's just a conversation. And
yeah,
then chat,
yeah.
that helps too. And then if you know what you're talking about, if you find something you're passionate about, or you have you did your homework on some intel or something like that, that
Yeah.
helps.
Right.
But in the beginning, I didn't. I just was on there trying to think of stuff to say.
Oh, you picked it up pretty fast though.
Yeah, certain things I do, other things not so much. You know,
Well,
Started
we're
going
here with
downhill
you.
when Craig came on though.
what's that?
I said you started going downhill when Craig came on.
Yeah. I
I'm
said,
just
look, man,
kidding.
you got to get your own show, man. You know,
Me?
you got to get off the
No.
tee.
Nah.
No, we love him.
Yep,
Yeah.
I do. He's a brother, man.
Yeah, I think someone said, when this is all over. Matter of fact, somewhere in the central of the United States would be a good spot for all of us to meet up every year
Yeah.
or twice a year or whatever, because we'll have to figure that out.
Well, who knows? There'll probably be something else to talk about after all of this is done. Who knows what's next,
Well, maybe
Hopefully-
after all this is done, people will have money to do something.
Yeah, not be slaves. Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. All right, Jeff. All right, David. We'll see you all later then.
Sounds
Yes,
good.
we will.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling in. Yeah, appreciate it.
All righty.
All right.
Take
Remember,
care.
We'll
take
see
your
you
mask
later,
off.
everybody.
All right, we'll see you in an hour and a half or so.
Go
Will do.
ahead with your little spiel.
Yeah. So take your mask off,
Take 'em
shut the news
off.
off, help each other out.
There we go. I like
Amen.
the last part. Help each other out.
Roberto
Amen.
says, love your neighbor, or whatever he says. I don't know. I can't remember.
Love everybody.
Yeah, love everyone. Yeah. All right. See you guys.